Hello and welcome to another sewing for a living tutorial in which I'm going to show you how I keep the original hem on jeans. I have two pairs of jeans here and I'm going to show you two ways to keep the original hem, which I price differently. There is a link to the other video in the description below, so you can choose the one you like more. This tutorial is on the so-called binding hem. You are going to need a measuring tape, a seam ripper, pins, a thread that matches the original hem thread, and a thread that matches the color of the jeans. Don't forget to put a needle for thick fabrics so that it can handle the bulk of fabric at the side seams. First, we are going to measure the excess length. That is the amount of fabric that you folded up. I'm leaving the actual hem out. This is my preference. I do it because jeans tend to shrink in length due to washing over time. You can leave it out like I do, or include it in the overall excess. It's not of such importance because in most cases the hem is just 3/5 of an inch or 1.5 centimeters. I've measured that I need to shorten these jeans with 2 inches or 5 centimeters. We are going to sew the excess as a fold, so we have to divide it by 2. In our case, a half of 2 inches is 1 inch, or 2.5 centimeters. So I remove the pin and shorten the fold by half. I like to put pins on all 4 sides of the leg because I want to pin and sew precisely and even. I also don't want to twist at the side seams. I'd like them to match as nice as possible so that the hem is less visible. The next step would be to make the seam as close as possible to the original hem without sewing on it. I prefer to use the zipper foot and a matching blue thread. Next, remove the original hem thread. The seam we've just made is going to keep everything in place. Then we are going to put the excess into the original hem. It resembles a binding and that's where the name of this alteration comes from. But it is much wider than the width of the hem to go in, so we are going to cut it out. Be careful not to cut too much out, just a bit less than the actual hem. My original hem is 5/8 of an inch or 1.5 centimeters, so I'm going to leave it approximately half an inch or 1.2 centimeters. Now it goes in nicely and I can sew it in. I'm going to sew exactly on the line of the original hem and use a thread that matches the previous color. You can pin everything in place here. I'm skipping this step and fold it while I sew. I'm making a couple of stitches rolling the wheel by hand where the side seams are. It is very thick and sometimes I would even smash it with a hammer to make it less bulky and easier to feed it into the machine. And our binding original hem is ready. It is almost invisible and we charge more for it. I hope you liked this tutorial. If so, you can give it a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.